Good morning, students. Welcome to sixth part of fifth chapter, that is Forms of Business Organization 1. Today's session's first topic, that is registration of a partnership form. Registration of partnership form can be done according to Partnership Act 1932, but it is not compulsory. Yes, there are certain disadvantages if registration is not done. Therefore, registration of partnership form is advisable. The state in which the firm is situated, there is a registrar of firm which is an appointed officer by the state government. For registration, necessary informations are to be filled in by all the partners and the form is to be submitted to the registrar by paying fees. Here, such details which are to be filled in the registration form: number 1, name and address of the firm. Number 2, branches of the firm. Number 3, name, address and telephone numbers of partners. Number 4, date of admission of each partner. Number 5, the ratio of profit and loss of each partner. Sixth point, that is details regarding the capital of partners. And last point, that is duration of the partnership form. As just now we discussed that registration of firm is not compulsory but it is advisable. So, what are the advantages of registration of firm? Let us discuss that. A firm which is registered can recover firm's dues, and even firm can file a claim in the court of law. Second, that partner of the firm can file a case in court of law against other partners or firm. Third, a partner can demand justice from the court of law for his right and share. While fourth advantage, the retiring partner, by giving notice to public, can free himself from his liabilities. And last advantage, that is the existence of the firm becomes public through registration. Next topic, that is partnership deed. A written agreement that mentions in detail the rights and responsibilities of each partner for the partnership form is known as partnership deed. This partnership deed, it can be oral or written, but again here written agreement, that is preferable. Details which are included in partnership deed, that is number 1, name and address of firm. Number 2, name, address, age, type and telephone number of partners. Number 3, purpose and type of business of the firm. Number 4, date of establishment and duration of firm. Next, that is detail of partners' capital and the interest on capital if to be mentioned. Partners' borrowings, interest on borrowings and their limits. Next is, that is rate of interest on loan given by partners. Next, ratio of profit and loss distribution. Next, distribution of work among the partners. Details of salary, commission or other facility for partners. Provision for accounting and bookkeeping of partnership firm. Provision of power for opening bank account and for banking transactions. The method of valuation of goodwill, provision of intermediary for solution of disputes and difference of opinion, signing authority for various documents, provisions for admission of new partner and retirement of old partner. Next, rights and duties of partners, provision for admission of a minor partner, and the last is provisions for settlement of account at the time of dissolution of the firms. So these are the details which are included in partnership deed. The above details can be shown in written partnership deed. In case of absence of partnership deed, the Partnership Act comes into force automatically. Today's session, last topic, that is the difference between sole proprietorship and partnership form. So first difference, that is meaning. When a person wishes to establish the business, arranges capital and bears loss and profit by himself, it is called sole proprietorship. While partnership form, that is, partnership is a relation between two or more persons who have agreed to run business by all or by one or on behalf of others and agree to share the profit or loss. Second point of difference, that is number of members. In sole proprietorship, there is only one person, while in partnership firm, minimum 2 persons according to Companies Act 2013, clause number 464, number of partners in partnership firm cannot be more than 100 members. As per government decision, according to Companies Act year 2014, clause number 10, that is miscellaneous rule, number of maximum partners in partnership firm is 50. Third difference, that is capital. Now here in sole proprietor, capital is brought by the owner, while in partnership firm, partners bring capital as per the partnership deed. Next difference, that is establishment. Any person can establish a lawful business, while in partnership, establishment is by oral agreement or by written agreement. Next, that is decisions. In sole proprietorship, as there is only one owner, so decision can be taken quickly, while in partnership form, as there are more than one partner, so there is a delay in taking decisions. Next, profit and loss. Here in sole proprietor, only the owner has to bear profit or loss, while in partnership, profit or loss is distributed among the partners as per the partnership deed. Next, that is registration. No provision for registration, while in partnership, as per the Partnership Act, registration can be done, but again it is not compulsory. Next, that is maintenance of secrecy. As there is only one owner, so secrecy can be maintained. While in partnership, there are more than one partner, so maintenance of secrecy is less. Next, that is transfer of share. As and when owner decides, he can transfer the share, while in partnership, if there is consent of all partners, then only a partner can transfer his share. And the last one, that is risk. Risks of business are borne by the owner in sole proprietorship firm, while in partnership firm, risk of firm are distributed among the partners. So here, these are the 10 differences between sole proprietorship and partnership firm, which are very, very important from examination point of view. Whenever you write difference, prepare always 3 columns of one table. First column, you write point of difference, and second and third column, between what that difference is, write that. Second thing, whenever you write difference, this table should be there, not in simple paragraphs you write. That is wrong. So take care of this thing while writing difference of any topic. So this is an end of this session. See you in next session. Thank you.